Katotohanan sa galit na reaksyon ni Kris Aquino sa pambabastos di umano ni Daryl at Marcoses kay Cory Aquino. Lumabas ang balitang nagsalita na umano ang Queen of all media na si Kris Aquino hinggil sa kontrobersyal na scene sa Made in Malacanang. Ang eksenang ito ay hinggil umano noong kasagsagan ng People's Power Revolution kung saan nabibilang na ang mga araw ng pamilya Marcos sa Malacanang ay nagawa umano ni dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino na makipagmadyong pa sa mga madre. Kinundi na rin daw ni Kris ang eksena sa Made in Malacanang kung saan kuha ito na nag-uutos si Cory Aquino na alisin ang mga Marcos sa Pilipinas. Sa kumalat na tweet umano ni Kris Aquino, pinost nito ang isang collage photo na may screenshot ng scene ni Cory Aquino na may hawak na telepono, larawan ng kauna-unahang female associate justice sa Pilipinas na si Cecilia Muñoz at ang page ng sinulat nitong libro hinggil kay Corazon Aquino during the 72 hours of the Marcoses in the Philippines. Anito, on Tuesday evening, I was with Cory in the home of her sister Josephine Reyes. There, Cory received a phone call from U.S. Ambassador Bosworth telling her that Marcos was ready to leave but was asking to stay for at least 2 days in Pawai, his home in the north. Cory's initial reaction was, "Poor man, let us give him 2 days." But we did not agree with that idea. We thought that given the chance, Marcos may regroup his forces or extend his stay indefinitely. Palma then said that Cory called Bosworth saying that she couldn't grant Marcos' request. Cory then called Ambassador Bosworth to say that she could not grant the request. Marcos should just leave the country. When Ambassador Bosworth called her back, it was to say that Marcos had left. Cool as always, Cory turned to us after she put the phone down. She said simply, "Marcos has left." She said it as if it was the most ordinary thing. We all shouted jubilantly. Cory did not. Kung pagbabatayan ang statement na ito sa libro ni dating Associate Justice Cecilia Muñoz, posibleng mas makatotohanan ito dahil ng mga panahong iyon sila ni dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino ang magkakasama. Habang ang creators ng Made in Malacanang naman ay nakatutok lamang sa buhay ng mga Marcos batay sa pananaw ng mga kasangbahay nito at walang malinaw na source hinggil sa portrayal ni dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino sa loob ng 72 hours ng mga Marcos. The creators of Made in Malacanang simply projected a scene regarding sa pananaw ng oposisyon. Hinggil naman sa tweet umano ni Kris Aquino hinggil sa mga eksena about her mom sa pelikulang Made in Malacanang. Lumabas ang balitang hindi pala ito ang batikang TV host. Ang naturang account ay fan account ni Kris Aquino at hindi siya ang nag-tweet against sa naturang pelikula. Batay sa report ng Rappler, fan account daw ito ni Kris Aquino at wala siyang official Twitter account. Kung tutuusin, ang huling post ni Kris ay sa Instagram kung saan siya active. Kris's last post was on June 29 when she updated everyone about her health condition. Kung meron mang tunay na nag-react sa eksenang ito sa Made in Malacanang ay ang ate ni Kris na si Bolsy Aquino, kung saan ay pinabulaanan niya na naglalaro ang kanyang ina ng madyong kasagsagan ng EDSA Revolution. Hindi na nga raw naglaro pa ang kanyang ina ng madyong after her lola Mitring died in 1985, saad ni Bolsy. Mom didn't play mahjong after her mother passed away in 1985. She and her sisters played in their mother, who had lost her hearing, to entertain her. Mom never played mahjong during EDSA. I can't imagine how she could have in her presidency. I would think even before 1985 they had stopped playing mahjong. Ang naging posibleng dahilan ng pagsama ng eksenang mahjong sa pelikula ni Daryl ay dahil noong kasagsagan ng presidency ni dating Pangulong Cory Aquino, ginamit itong bansag sa kanya ng kanyang mga oposisyon, detractors na kasalukuyan ay tinatawag nating bashers. Kung si dating Pangulong Ferdinand Edralin Marcos ay may tinatawag na Marcos cronies na ibig sabihin ay malalapit o sipsip sa Pangulo. Ang malalapit naman kay Cory Aquino ay tinawag na mahjong cronies. Nagsimula ito dahil sa interview ng isang senador na source ang isang journalist na nakasama raw si dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino na magmahjong. Sa speech noong 1992 ni dating Pangulong Cory Aquino sa harap ng business community, ito ay ang huling taon sa panunungkulan ni Cory Aquino sa pwesto bilang Pangulo, kung saan payapa itong bumaba sa pwesto. There, she addressed the rumors about her mahjong cronies in her speech. I felt I could make jokes without offending anyone. The matter of my so-called mahjong cronies was finally addressed. I had not paid much attention to this piece of gossip until a senator reported that a journalist had once boasted that he was one of my mahjong cronies during my presidency. I learned to just laugh off those stories when reported to me. One of the most amusing stories that have been circulating this past 6 years is that about my mahjong cronies. Sa kanyang speech, ikinuwento ni Cory Aquino kung saan nagsimula ang mahjong cronies rumor kasama ang mga madre. Paratang paraw kasi sa kanya na hindi na nagtatrabaho pa ng 5 p.m. onwards para magmahjong. At exactly 5 p.m. every day, I'm supposed to stop working and begin playing mahjong. The story became so rife that Sister Christine Tan, observing that I was staying late at the guest house after a meeting with her, told me that perhaps I should relax and play mahjong with the two supposed mahjong cronies. Cory recalled she just smiled and told Sister Christine, "Well, sister, taking a break with these two very good women is fine, but neither of them know how to play mahjong, so they cannot be my mahjong cronies." Maliban kay Kris Aquino, nagbigay rin ng pahayag ang Carmelite Sisters na siya umanong malapit kay Cory Aquino at inaakusahang mahjong cronies nito sa pelikulang Made in Malacanang, ayon sa Carmelite Sisters. The pictures depict the late Cory Aquino together with some religious sisters. The nuns are not wearing our brown religious habit, but if these pictures are portraying the events of February 1986, then the allusion to the Carmelite order in Cebu is too obvious for anyone not to see. The attempt to distort history is reprehensible. Depicting the nuns as playing mahjong with Cory Aquino is malicious. It would suggest that while the fate of the country was in peril, we could afford to play leisurely games. The truth was that we were then praying, fasting, and making other forms of sacrifices for peace in this country and for the people's choice to prevail. While in our prayer, we were constantly in fear that the military would come to know of the whereabouts of Ms. Cory Aquino and would soon be knocking at the monastery's door. We knew the dangers of allowing Ms. Cory Aquino to hide in the monastery, but we also prayerfully discerned that the risk was worth it as our contribution to put an end to a dictatorial regime. Indeed, we were ready to defend her at all cost. Nag-react din ang aktres na si Giselle Sanchez na siyang gumanap bilang Cory Aquino at umani ng sandamakmak na bashing sa publiko. Pero pahayag ni Giselle, artista siya at trabaho niya ang umarte, role niya ito at ginawa niya ng maayos. Ayon kay Giselle, "I have always wanted to do a project with Direct Daryl. Yes, I am a big fan of his work. I would like to quote Senator Marcoses during the press con. Art should disturb. It should confuse. It should provoke. It should seduce. And it should agitate." Pero hindi convinced dito ang mga anti-Marcos. Sinabihan nila ang aktres na manahimik na lamang at hindi raw art ang naturang pelikula, bagkos ay malinaw na pambibwisit. Sa kabila ng mga intrigang ito, ang direktor naman na si Daryl patol rin ng patol. Hinikayat pa ni Daryl ang mga Carmelite Sisters na manood ng Made in Malacanang para mapanood ang naturang eksena at para malaman umano ng mga madre kung kailangan pa niyang ikonsulta ang eksenang ito. Aniya, "I would like to invite our sisters to watch the film. If they are ostentatious about details, I don't think there is a need for this ouch and involvement. Pero kung talagang dapat po ikonsulta ko ang paggawa ko ng pelikula, hihingi ako ng advice kay Valak kung paano, kailan at kanino siya kumonsulta." Si Valak ay ang famous horror character sa Hollywood films na The Nun at The Conjuring. Hindi naniniwala si Daryl na ang history ay dapat ay gawing propesyon dahil sila raw ay mga researchers lamang at ang kanilang mga nakalap na ebidensya ay may halo ng personal na interpretasyon. O mga ka-showbiz peeps, nagustuhan nyo bang ating paksa sa araw na ito? Type your comments below.